So this is a lesson in floating and sinking, one of a series I do in a session with the children. For this particular one, you need a 16-ounce cup filled about 2/3 of the way with water, a 1/4 cup of salt, an egg, and a plastic spoon. So I'll start by having the children place the egg into the cup of water and observing where it goes. And their observation is that it sinks to the bottom. Then I remove that. A little dripping here, so I'm doing this one outdoors. Add the 1/4 cup of salt to the water and stir. And it takes a while stirring, so while I'm doing that, I'll mention the vocabulary we use: gravity, buoyancy, high density, low density, and salinity. Salinity being the measure of saltiness. And then this is the graphic I use with force pulling down, the force of gravity, force pushing up, the force of buoyancy. I usually have the children count to 60 while they're stirring, because you want to make sure that salt is dissolved in the water and not sitting as sediment in the bottom of the cup. So at that point, I'll have the students put the egg back in the water and observe that ask them to say where it now is located, and they will respond that it floats to the top. So the lesson here is that in fresh water, like they will find in a bathtub or a swimming pool, the force of gravity is stronger than the force of buoyancy. Therefore, it's pulling down stronger than the force of buoyancy is pushing up, and the egg sinks. When you add the salt, then the force of buoyancy of salt water is stronger than the force of gravity. So it floats to the top. And then in this case, we're talking about liquid density. So the liquid density of salt water is higher than that of fresh water. And I asked the students where they think it's easier to float, in a swimming pool or in the ocean. And the answer is because the force of buoyancy is higher in the ocean with its salt content, that it's easier to float in the ocean than it would be in a swimming pool. That's it.